Far away in a cursed land, something waits for you in the Story Master's Tales.
Hello! Hey, how are you doing? Delightful to see you all there. I bet you wonder where I was, but I was here all along, in some kind of strange ethereal presence. Now, welcome one and all. I am finally back in my tower after spending quite a long time at the tavern, the Crow's Nest Tavern. But we are here at last. Gibbs.
Oh,
Thank you. Yes, I need that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, and look who's joined us here. We have a little friend, a new little friend. Now this is, this is up to you. This young dragon here doesn't have a name. Okay, so while I read out your names, have a little think what you'd like to call him. Now, in here, I of course have a roll call. We might have a few extra ones here, but we're going to start off with Maisie. Hello. Now do say hello if you're here. Alyssa and Kara. Noah the Great. Sammy the Conqueror. Super Zack. Zack Attack. Warrior Willow. And we have Billy the Brave. Britt the Mage. Esme Jean, Tyler and Kelsey, Mills and Lube, Ali and Willow the Wild, and we have some that are appearing right this moment on my sheet. We have Joshua Cox, and we have Edward, and anyone else? I think is that everyone? Willow the Wild, we have mentioned a couple of times already. Now, delightful to see you all here. I'm going to put this away. Blaze the Dragon. I like Blaze. Okay, Draco Dragonson Eyes. I like the name Draco. Now, you might not know, but below this very wizard's tower is a place where you can find dragons. Because this place was actually built to protect the dragons. So below there, it is very dangerous. But occasionally things like this crawl up. Now, Michael the Zombie Hunter. Hello, Michael. Maybe we'll have a quest for you in a few weeks' time. Finn and Jasmine. Hello. Delightful to see you all. Now, I wouldn't be any kind of wizard if I wasn't going to show you some magic. Now, I do have some magic, but I'm going to teach you how to do it. Now, for those who were here last week, I already taught you one magical coin trick. I'm going to teach you another one, but it is quite hard. So, I think you can do it. I trust you. Now, all you need to do is find a coin. Now, we need a coin. Here's a coin here. I have a coin there. Right, no, Zack the Dragon, maybe. Okay, now, we'll decide after I've shown you this. Now, who here amongst you is a member of the army? Or the scouts, or the cubs, or the brownies, or the guides, or the beavers, or things like that. Or the cadets. Now, I think you know the salute is like this, yes? Now, I want you all to make 2 fingers like so. Now, what we're going to be doing, take your coin like this. We're going to be taking the coin and placing it into the other hand. Now, what happens is, we blow it and it disappears. Oh. There we are. Hello, Errol. Errol's here. Errol, we're waiting for you. Firefly. Someone just said Firefly. Eleanor, that's a great name. I do like that one. I think we'll do a little bit of a vote in a moment. Right, so, all you need to do for this trick is take the coin between your fingers as if you're doing a salute. Now, I'm going to place it in my hand. Now, what you might not have seen, it was vanishing. Now, I did it very slowly. I'm going to curl my fingers, grab the coin, and put my fingers back like so. Now, if you do it fast enough, do you see it go? It looks like it just vanishes. like so. Like that. Okay, right, that's your trick. Now, we have some names here. Goodness me, okay. We have Spike. We had Bonfire. We have Bonfire. I like that. Your cup, Claire. Oh, excellent. Okay. Right, well, someone said their cup. Right, so you know your tip, yip, tip. Right, okay, Zach. Now, I think we have a choice. Oh, Scraggle. Oh, I like the name Scraggle. Now, I'm very tempted. What do you think? What do you think? He's not sure. He's not sure. Now, what I'm going to do, while you are listening to an amazing story, which might have a dragon in it, I'm going to write down my 4 favorites. Okay, when we come back, we will vote for them. I really like Spike as well. Okay, so, now, this is a very good friend of mine, and he's going to tell you an amazing story where there are dragons. Oh, and also, when you return, you get to ask me some questions as well. So thank you for some wonderful questions, and until then, here's your story.
Welcome to A Head Full of Tales. Now today's story is called Tom and the Wicked Wizard. Now there was once a boy called Tom, and he worked for a wicked wizard. Now, the wizard was so wicked that after Tom had done all the cleaning and had fed the wizard and had put all the magic books back to where they belong, the wizard would give Tom the ability to turn himself into a mouse so that he wouldn't have to feed him so much. That's how wicked he was. But the wizard had a very evil plan. He wanted to rule the kingdom and be in charge of all he could see. So one night, he turned himself into a raven and he flew to the king's palace. He landed onto the king's bedroom window, and then he flapped next to the king's bed and said, "King, show me where your key is so I can open your chest and take your crown." And the key appeared in the king's hand, and he took it off his neck, which was on a piece of string, and he handed it to the raven, who immediately turned back into the wicked wizard. He went to the chest, unlocked it, and there was the crown of the kingdom. He took the crown, placed it on his head, turned back into the giant raven, and flew back to his own tower. "Tom," he said, and Tom scuttled out of the skirting board and turned back into a boy. "Look at this. I have the crown." "Oh, sir, I think that's too much power. I don't think you should be having the crown as well as all the power you've got." "Quiet, boy. Now go." "Where am I going to go?" "Turn yourself back into a mouse and go and see the king and tell him he's got 3 days. And if he can't take this crown back off me by then, I will rule the entire kingdom. Do you understand, boy? Or should I say, little mouse? Squeak, squeak." With that, he took Tom and shoved him out the window. The little mouse somersaulted in the air, landed on the ground, and scuttled to the palace. When he got there, he turned back into the boy and was just about to go over the drawbridge when 2 guards said, Hey, wait a minute. Where do you think you're going?" "I need to see the king. It's about his crown." "Oh, do you now? You're coming with us." And the 2 guards grabbed him by the scruff of the neck and dragged him to the king. "Hello, Your Majesty," said Tom, bowing. "The wizard says you've got 3 days and to rescue the crown, and if you don't, he will be the ruler forever." "Oh dear," said the king. Who's got the crown?" "The wizard, Your Highness, the wizard." "Oh dear. Yes. I want my 3 fiercest knights," he said, quite frightened Yes, bring them to me now. And he ordered the 3 knights to go and arrest the wizard. So the 3 knights rode off. They came to the tower, and as they were about to attack, the wizard appeared at the window with his staff of oaken yew, and he held his hands up, and the clouds turned dark, and lightning struck the 3 men and turned them into a most 3-headed dragon with fierce teeth and little wings, and they flew up into the air. And now they were angry, really angry, because now they had 3 heads instead of 1, and now they couldn't think because everybody was thinking at the same time, and that made them really angry. So they sat on the tower and wrapped their tail around it till at the bottom. The wizard shouted out the window, "King, King, that didn't work. Only 2 more days, and then I will rule your kingdom." The sound wave went all across the kingdom and reverberated all around the palace. Oh my, I'm going to send out all my army. And the king sent all his men. All the army, 150 men, some marched, some rode on horses, and they got to the tower and they surrounded it. The wizard came out of his window and he raised his arms. Again, the clouds grew dark and black, and lightning flickered and flashed everywhere, and the soldiers became trees. Their arms grew twisted and longer and extended. Their feet melted into the ground, and thorns came from all the branches. And now, around the tower was a forest of thorns where the army once were. "King! King, your army's gone now. It is but a forest. 1 more day, and if you do not give me any challenges to my authority, I will be the ruler of this land." And the sound waves went over the forest, through the land. They shook houses, and it shook the palace. "Oh dear," said the king. "What am I going to do?" "Excuse me," said Tom. I think I may be able to help." "You, boy? Look at you. You're all scrawny. Doesn't look like you've eaten for days." "Oh, I'm quite scrawny as a boy, but I'm quite fat as a mouse." "You what?" "I'm quite fat as a mouse." And with that, the boy turned himself back into a mouse. "A mouse? Against a wizard? Are you mad?" "No." And then the little mouse, I should say, scuttled off. And it got to the forest of thorns, and it climbed in, and it hopped and it skipped and it skipped and it hopped. And then when it was on the other side of the thorns, it squeaked. Squeak, 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 squeak. And hundreds and thousands of mice joined him. And they all climbed up the tower, and it shimmered and waved and bubbled with all the millions of mice that were climbing it. They all went through the window, and the wizard looked. "What's going on here? What is this strange magic?" And the wizard was about to raise his staff and summon the lightning when all the mice went for all the books in his library, and they ate and they gnawed and they chewed. "No, don't eat that. No, don't screw that. No, you're destroying my magic." And Tom, as a mouse, put his hands on his mice hips. "I know you, boy. It's you." And he took his staff and was going to crush him to the ground. But just then, with the staff came and about to hit his head, Tom scuttled away. And the staff hit the floor and smashed into 2 pieces. "Oh, no. Now I have lost most of my magic." and the wizard turned himself back into a raven and went to fly out the window, and suddenly the dragon's head came down. "Snap, you miss me! Snap, you miss me!" said the wizard, but on the third snap, the wizard was swallowed in one. The dragon flew down from the tower and turned back into the three knights. All the army untrangled their branches and was once again proper soldiers. Tom turned himself back into a boy and went back to the castle. "Oh," said the king, "what could I ever do to repay you?" "I would like to work for you, sir." "Oh, yeah, but I don't think you should be a cleaner. I don't think that's very fair." "No, sir. I think I should be an advisor." "An advisor? What can you advise me on?" "Well, as a mouse, I can go anywhere, and I can hear if people are suffering, or if people need help here or there, or if you're going to be attacked by armies, and they never know it's me because I'm a mouse. So I know what all is going on." "Oh, yes. What a good idea. You shall be my advisor. From this day forward, Tom Scuttle and Seek, you are my main man." And they all lived happily ever after. I hope you enjoyed the story, and if you'd like to see more, come to A Head Full of Tales. See you later. Bye-bye.
It was marvellous. Oh, thank you very much, Richard. And do head over, because he's got lots more tales over on the YouTube, I believe it's called. Now, we have some names, of course, and I have written them all down here. So, yeah, let's have a look here. Now, number one, we had Spike. Okay, now, this isn't mean in order. You're going to vote on them in a moment. Now, we have Blaze. We have Firefly. And we have Scraggle. Now, all you must do is vote for your favourite. So, 1, 2, 3, or 4. You can't vote. You must go with whatever the lovely people say. Okay, so, it is time for you to vote. Number 1 for Spike. Number 2 for Blaze. Number 3 for Firefly. And number 4 for Scraggle. Okay, right. Place your votes. 1, 2, 3, or 4. Okay, that is 1. Okay, I'm just got a little tally here. Okay, 3. Okay, 1 for there. 4. Okay, well, this is very fair, isn't it? Blaze says, 1. This is very even, isn't it? Okay, 1 for that one here. 4 as well. Another 4 for 4. Number 1 for 2. It's very even, isn't it? Number 1. They've all got 2 each. Aha, okay, we have another 1 for 4, another 1 for 3. Okay, number 4, you meant 4. Okay, well, that's not helpful, isn't it? Okay, for 4 here. Okay, and a number 1 here. No, this is doing well. This is doing very well. Okay, right, I think we are almost there. Any more votes? Number 1. Okay, hang on 1 second. One. I think Spike has won it. Well done, Spike! You are called Spike! Oh, well, I think you'd rather like that. Well done, everyone. I think 1 was a bit of a landslide. Now, Spike, please don't harm us. Now, this is a very young one, so I didn't even use this either. Now, this is a very young dragon, and dragons can live an incredibly long time. They can live up to 1,000 years. Yeah, I know. He's a lovely one, isn't he? Now, this one is only a couple 100 years old, so he's very, very young. Doesn't blow fire yet. Now, this is your opportunity to ask me some questions. Now, if you have any questions about, Esme Jane, that's delightful to hear that you're so happy. I'd like to make people happy. So, do you have any questions for me? Something about wizarding. While you're thinking about it, I must tell you about Friday. Now, Friday we have 2 quests. One at 2 o'clock and one at 6 o'clock. Now, I believe we are going to be traveling a long way from here. Maybe as far as Arabia. So, there is some tales called the Arabian Nights. Now, you might know Aladdin or Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves, and maybe things like dragons. I want you to be sort of dressing up, maybe like Aladdin, and things like that. Okay, so I hope to see some very fancy costumes that day. I wouldn't mind seeing a couple of genies as well. Now, Kara, you ask, what do dragons eat? Well, it's a very good. Very good. Dragons eat all kinds of things. Now, they do like eggs. They love eggs. They also like chicken eggs, by the way. That's what we feed them. We have about 40 chickens who are constantly laying eggs, and he will devour the whole lot. Hey, they like scrambled egg as well. At night, they like tin food. Oh, very bad. Now, how do I do magic? Well, magic is a very fine, strange thing. All my power comes from a place that you probably know as dreams. Now, dreams are very special, and they're on a place called the astral plane. Now, it is there that I draw my energy from. Now, there are many things that you could draw energy from, like the flowers, like nature, like the crashing waves, like fire. Oh, mind those, by the way. They are called the elements. Now, when you know how to combine the elements, you can make magic. Very kind. Thank you very much. The traditional Yeet is seeing us on a thing called Twitched. I hope that's not too painful for him. Or her, I'm not sure. Right, okay, so what is my favorite spell? Well, I do have a favorite spell, actually. It is a little food-based. I can actually grow a banquet. Oh, when I have visitors around, I just have to cast my hands and all kinds of beautiful food will appear. I particularly like to make jelly and trifles, and the ones that tire up and still wobble but don't fall over. That's a very particular type there. Okay, so what do we have here? Lots of people joining us on the Twitch. Right, so, where do dragons live? Well, currently, there aren't many dragons around there, Isaac. Isaac's a good question. Now, this one happens to come from underneath a tower, in a cave, in a labyrinth, no less. Now, we don't want people to find them, because they are very rare, and the last thing we want to do is them stealing dragon eggs. Okay, right, so, any more questions? Any more questions? Otherwise, I have one more spell, which... Do you have TikTok? Do I have a TikTok? I don't... Jack is asking... I don't have TikTok, I'm afraid. It sounds fun. Or maybe it's something... is that when you have fleas? Is that right? Okay. Right. Now, you just joined. Hello there, Bart. Hello there, Joy. I'm afraid we're just about to go. So, don't forget we have a full-on adventure quest. Oh, it's all very interactive, and I need you to have full involvement. Indeed. Okay, so we're going to see you at 2 o'clock or at 6 o'clock. Make sure you tick to say when you're coming and to make sure that you say that you are coming. Otherwise, you won't get notification. Okay, right, so subscribe, share, and all kinds of your favorite things. But for myself and Spike, we are now going to vanish. Goodbye. Oh, yes. The astral curtains. It'll create a portal to places upon your quest. So, I'm not quite sure where it's going to take you, but I'm hoping that you'll find some information there wherever you... Have a little peek. Let's have a little look. Oh, goodness me, look at this. What news for you, Professor? Professor, I've got the people. They want to have a little shout out. Is that okay? Let's have a little look here. We have Amber, the Ice Witch. Hello, Amber. We have Mystic Bluewind. Is that a person or you naming the parrot there? He's got a name, thank you. Lisa, the Mystic, and Daniel, the Brave.
An old lady wearing brightly coloured silks crosses your path and stops you in your tracks. She thrusts her hand towards you and asks, "Gold coin for your future?"
So, do we want to pay her 2 gold coins for a palm reading? And all we want to do is buy a lucky charm. Is that okay? All right, okay, there we go. Oh, I have it. Okay, let's bring it back over here. Yeah, I'm going to give a cuddle now. Oh, yeah, there we go. Oh, go down. There we are. Well, what do you do there? I can't stay around here waiting all day. Goodness me. What? Oh, dude. John Street's the name, and, well, I'm here for trading if you want. What? Be very careful with this. Okay. I can feel it glowing already. Can you see? The ball is glowing. It's glowing. I think it's... Oh, it's getting more powerful. It's getting lighter. Goodness me. Okay, this is good. It feels like there's nothing in there at all. So no, she's running away. Maybe there's something you've already owned that you'd like to use, and something you have that you want to try against me. Yes, you have some things, I noticed.
Hello, and I'm back. I'm Ollie Mack, creator of the Story Master Tales and also the School of Wisdom Witches and lots of other things. So thank you very much for joining us. If you're still on TikTok, nice to see you. Sorry, not TikTok, Twitched. If you're on YouTube, hello there. Thank you very much for subscribing. And if you're back here still on Facebook, hello. Right, now, just to tell you a little bit about myself, I'm a writer, presenter, and, well, game designer as well. And this whole thing has come about over the last few years from a fascination of things I loved doing since I was very young, well, I'd say 12, 13. So, you know, I'm delighted. Now, this here is, not this here, but this show that we do, especially on Fridays, is an interactive adventure show. So, you know, you've got to get involved and you've got to have fun, and you know, you can control the action pretty much. So you can ask questions to various characters. We have sort of puppets and creatures and full sets that you can see behind me. And we integrate them into the soundscapes that you can hear, and yeah, it's pretty unusual. So, you know, do come along. Every Wednesday we have a storytelling event as well, so hopefully you can come to that as well. If you've got families and kids, they love doing it, so hopefully we shall see you on one of those. Do share it out, do come back, do tell your friends, and of course subscribe and all